Who wants to be wrong when it comes to starving to death? I do. I would like to be wrong. Who wants to be wrong when it comes to doing without things that you're used to doing? I do. I like to be wrong. As members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we set aside the first Sunday of the month as Fast and Testimony Sunday, and we abstained from food and liquids for approximately, it comes out to approximately 24 hours, but I think what the official language is for 2 meals. We abstained for 2 meals, 2 consecutive meals. So I generally would go, all my life, I would generally go like about 19 to 22 hours. Sometime after that 19-hour period of being without food and liquid, you start to have very little else on your mind. It's okay, you can concentrate on spiritual things for a certain amount of time, but when you get to a certain point, for me it's between 19 and 21 hours, it gets to the point that I'm not thinking about much of anything except for relieving that feeling of being without food and liquid. So at that point in time, I usually call it quits because it's not beneficial at that point in time when I'm just suffering instead of just feeling more focused. So who wants to be wrong? We do. We all want to be wrong. We all, none of us, I remember one time years ago, one of my girlfriends said to me, "You sound like you're excited to want to live off of this food." She said, "I don't want to live off that food." And she had pretty good food storage at the time herself. Sorry, this is very disjointed today. It's like not moving right. And she was right when I thought about it. I really like being able to drive through and get uh, a salad or a junior bacon cheeseburger, or uh, they have it at our Wendy's. I should have made a video. They have these little tiny Frosties about yay big. They couldn't hold much of anything. And you pay $1 for the key tab, and then they give you a Frosty with every purchase for the rest of the year. A little tiny baby Frosty. I kind of like those. There's just enough in them to, make you feel like you've had something nice. So I have to admit, I would rather be wrong. I would much rather be wrong. I would rather spend 40 years of my life preparing and not need one spoon. And I think it's still worth the effort in the end because the comfort and the security, um, positive feeling that you get from it, just having it, is, in fact, one of our leaders had said that years back. He said just even the security of having it is worth having it. Kind of like you buy life insurance. You hope not to have your family have to collect on it, but it gives you security knowing that if the worst case scenario were to take place, that they would be provided for. So, who wants to be wrong when it comes to starving to death? I do. I want to be wrong. I want to never need to open one of these cans and have it to give away as a gift to somebody, or help somebody out when they're not doing very well. So, if there's anything else I was going to say about that, we've had some pretty strong warnings in the church. In fact, I was going to make a separate video. I was going to make this, maybe someday I'll make this video separately, but I'll just plug it in here for a second, and my face is still frozen on this screen here. Um, I guess the thing that I was thinking was, why do Mormons, Latter-day Saints, store food? Why do Latter-day Saints store food? It's a really simple answer, and that is because we've been asked to. And no matter what other reason we could have, the main reason for most of us is because we've been asked to. Because we have a very strong allegiance and faith in the leaders of the church. We have a very high regard for the things that they advise us. We take it with a great amount of weight. We have a great deal of I hope these pictures aren't as bad as they're looking from my end, because they're looking pretty bad from this end. But we take it with a great deal of what's the word, sobriety and reverence, and can't think of the right word. So that's why we store food, because our leaders have asked us to, and they've asked us in the most no uncertain terms, should we say, and they have left us without any doubt as to the gravity of the situation. So that's why we do it. To me, it's just very cut and dry. You could say unemployment, you could say economic turmoil, you could say current collapse of the currency, you could say drought, you could say fires, you could say death in the family, you could say war. I mean, that list, you could go on and on from here till you're there and back again, as they say. But the bottom line for us is because we've been asked to. So I'm sure you all have your own reasons for preparing. Um, in any case, God bless your efforts to prepare and make a list and check it twice so you can eat more than just beans and just rice. The reason I put that at the end of every video is because I'm a very, very firm believer in variety. If you buy yourself a can of strawberry slices and you get it for a good price, number 10 can with nitrogen packing or little oxygen absorbers in them, then they're good for a good long time and you can make strawberry pie. So God bless your efforts to prepare. And now I'm going to have to try to figure out how to make this stop. Have a good night. Bye.